Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a new video. I hope all of you are doing really well on this lovely, beautiful summer's day. It's roasting outside, it's nice, the same again tomorrow, same again Friday, finally summer is here. And I'm feeling good. And I've come across some news today that has made me have the idea of a discussion. We need to discuss one thing. We've gone through our goalkeeping situation twice. We've gone through our centre-back situation once. We haven't spoken about our left backs. We need a left back. So today I'm going to focus on that. Now, before I get into that, again, based on yesterday's video, I want to tell you guys thank you all so much. I asked you guys for 5,000 likes. We're heading there. We're about to hit 4, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Fantastic. So keep pushing. On this video, same target again. 5,000 likes. Hit that like button, smash it. It helps me a lot. I do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. That way you know when I've uploaded. Anyway, let's get into it. There are two names, right? And one name has made the news predominantly today. We've seen Chilwell all over the place from this morning, all over social media, everywhere, where apparently he is asking for a move. He wants to move to Chelsea. Now, I don't know if that's completely legit. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Is it true? I can't tell because the sources it's all coming from, you're talking like the Mirror, the Express, even the Sun talking about it. It's all a little bit, okay. Is it actually true? I don't quite know. If I'm not seeing it from my man Fabrizio Romano, it's not a certainty. So, I still thought it was a good topic because we do need a left back. And it's clear that we are interested in Chilwell. We are interested in Chilwell. But we're also interested in others. Remember the whole Alex Telles phase where that name was doing the rumour mill and we thought, okay, are we getting Telles? And then that never happened. There's another name though. Tagliafico. Now, bearing in mind, I spoke with Louis Benevetti, right? I've done a thing on this channel the other day. So if you haven't watched it, go over there and watch it. And subscribe to his channel. I help him a lot. But as he's Italian, he corrected me in the pronunciation of the name. It's not Tagliafico. I always used to call him Tagliafico, but Louis corrected me saying it's not Tagliafico, and he felt quite offended because he's Italian. It's Tagliafico. It's like Tagliatelle. You don't say Tagliatelle. You say I can't flip and even say it. I'm not Italian. I'm sorry. Tagliatelle. I'm done. Move on, Younes. Move on. Anyway, that guy, right? Tagliafico, he's been the name that's mentioned alongside Ben Chilwell. So I went on Twitter and I thought, I'm seeing Chilwell's name pop around a lot. Would he be a good addition? I'm about to get to that in a sec. But I thought, let me run a poll and ask all of you guys on Twitter, who would you prefer? Ben Chilwell or, I'm just going to say Tagliafico, it's just easier to say. Sorry, Louis. And at the moment, it stands at 2,280 votes. 16.3% of you want Chilwell. And 83.7% of you want Tagliafico. I mean, flipping hell. If that's not a resounding yes for Tagliafico, nothing is. That's huge. And I can understand why. I can understand the logic. But there's one fundamental thing here which we need to consider which might favour Ben Chilwell. And this is where I feel we need to go into a little bit of depth in regards to both players and what they actually bring. Now, who is the better well-rounded left back? Without question, Tagliafico. And you know what would be funny is he plays at Ajax at the moment. It would just be hilarious if we just go for Tagliafico. And who knows, if we go for Onana, they'd be, 3 Ajax players that we would have bought. Ziyech, Onana and Tagliafico. We might as well just buy Ajax at this rate. So it would be very interesting and there'd be good chemistry there as well. He is the better well-rounded left back. However, he is older than Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell's 23. Tagliafico is 27 years old. When you look at that, say if we did get Tagliafico, and this is where my mind is starting to get a little bit, not so sure. Would Tagliafico work for now? 100%. For this season, next season, and the season after, Tagliafico, no worries at all. But it's after that. Once he hits that 30 and then 31 and then 32, you know, in all honesty, before the decline kicks in, because as a left back, you have to worry about your pace, your agility, and consider your strength as well. But specifically the pace and agility. Pace, agility, acceleration. That's something that you do lose with age. With age, you can't control it. It just decreases. Even Cristiano Ronaldo is not as fast as he once was. And that says something, you know? So you need to consider that. Tagliafico, yes, at the moment, 27 years old, would be banging. 28, 29, even 30. Even maybe 31, right? He could still have the potential to absolutely smash it. The same way that Ashley Cole smashed it for us into his elder ages. So, you know, it's a possibility. And that would be a good investment when you look at it for 5 years. But Ben Chilwell can go longer. You know, that's the thing. Ben Chilwell is 23. So you've got the next 7-8 years on lock. And that's the only, for me, that's the only factor. Because if I had to choose between the two players, I'd choose Tagliafico. No questions asked. Ben Chilwell, at first, in the first part of this season, before coronavirus hit, he looked immense. You looked at the way Ben Chilwell was playing, he was just lightning on that left-hand side, combined with other players really well, got stuck in, he likes to throw himself about, he's fast, he's got good acceleration, he can shoot. We saw what he'd done. He can shoot a ball straight into the top corner. You need that from a left back from time to time, especially if they're attacking and they're coming on the overlap. You do need a left back that can shoot. And that's why Marcos Alonso is so beneficial to us at the moment. Because he can get forward, he can get into spaces, he can contribute to attacking play, and he can score goals. So, you know, the more the merrier if we're playing in an attacking manner, which is what Frank Lampard is looking to do, at least with a bit of balance. But that is what he's looking to do. So Ben Chilwell would fit the mould, but, and this is where there's a but, we've seen what Ben Chilwell's been like over the last few months, right? Since football started again, and even just before the lockdown, he was looking dodgy, and he was getting caught out really easily. And, you know, you can't have that at Chelsea. That form that we've seen lately, if that's at Chelsea, it doesn't cut. It doesn't cut at all. And that's where I began to have a little bit of worry and a little bit of doubt. Is Chilwell actually good enough? I don't know. Then I flip over to Tagliafico, and again, he's just a lot more well-rounded. Is a left-back. Can play as a centre-back. If required. He's done it in the past. He can play as a centre-back. The same way that Chilwell can possibly play left mid. Fair play. Tagliafico can play centre-back. We are definitely more in need in centre-back than we are left mid. I think we've got the wings covered. You know, if we haven't, there's a problem. So that's where Tagliafico has one benefit already. 27 years old, as I've already said, but has played at Ajax for a very long time. Loads of experience, even in the Champions League, is an Argentine international and has many caps under his belt. He's very well-rounded and very well-experienced. And when you look at what he brings specifically to the style of football that Frank Lampard is looking to implement at Chelsea, and there's going to be a lot of involvement with our fullbacks, or if we play in a back three or a back five, our wing backs. Tagliafico is capable of both, the same way Ben Chilwell would be. But Tagliafico, as I've said, is more well-rounded, more experienced, will bring a bit of a level-headed approach to it all, and I feel would be more consistent. That's the thing. Our team right now is in dire need of consistency. I've said this in the past, and I know I was a bit harsh on Pulisic in the match review against Wolves. Fair play. I can understand why you guys have seen it that way. I understand. In all fairness, that I wasn't saying he was being rubbish. I understood why he was being, marked out of the game. There was times in that first half where he was looking dodgy, and then after that, he just didn't show anything because he was being marked out of that game. But that didn't help him. That's my point. That's why I said he had a nightmare. Not because he played bad. He just had a nightmare of a day. Right? That's just the reality. So that's the thing. We need consistency. We need players that are going to be performing week in, week out. Even if it's not the best performance ever, but good enough. We can't have horrific performances, especially defensively. Especially defensively. We've all seen what we are like defensively this season. It's been atrocious. The whole thing has been a sham, right? We can't go on with it. I just feel I get more positive vibes and more consistency from Tagliafico compared to Ben Chilwell. Now, I trust Frank Lampard. I trust his vision. And when you look at what some of the new signings have said about Frank Lampard, we've heard it from Ziyech, we've heard it from Werner, and you watch next week or whenever, we're going to hear it from Havertz as well. They're all going to say the same thing. The other two have said it, Havertz will say the same. When you listen to Werner and Ziyech initially speak of Frank Lampard and Peter Cech, it seems like Peter Cech has been doing a fantastic job in being able to lure these players in and attract them and really sell the project. And the same goes for Lamps. They've done an amazing job because the way that they get spoken about them is just unreal. Werner had fantastic things to say, and especially Lampard. The question he was asked is, okay, well, why did you choose to come to Chelsea? And he was like, Lampard, I get to play under Lampard. I was about to swear there. He didn't swear, but, you know, he said it in that vibe. And that's amazing. That's brilliant. That means Lampard clearly has a vision, clearly has a project, clearly has a style and a way of playing that is attracting these players to come to Chelsea. And that's fantastic. We haven't had something like this since 2004. When Peter Kenyon and Jose Mourinho were doing all the attracting. And that project was, you know, new and fresh, and it was, you know, just full of buzz. And just players looking, going, I need to go to this. This is amazing. The same's happening again. And when you hear these players talk, it's fantastic. So I trust Lampard having his style, his project, the way he wants to play. I get it. Chilwell, if Lampard is interested, I trust Lampard to mould Chilwell into the player that we do need to see at Chelsea. I trust him on that. But if you are looking for an immediate result now and not having to wait a year or two for a player to really develop, like I think we would have to see with Chilwell, Tagliafico is the man right now. So, who do we go for? I'm going to leave that with you. Let me know in the comment section below. The fees is another question, and I want to end it on this. You look at Leicester and what they're demanding, there's been talk about 80 million. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, come on. I can understand. When you look at Maguire going for 80, you look at Chilwell and go, okay, he's 80 as well then. You know, it kind of makes sense. There are players with inflated fees just moving about, and unfortunately, it just raises everyone else's value. But when you look at the initial value of someone like Chilwell, you expect maybe about 40 million, maybe 50 million. That would be fair. Tagliafico is less. Tagliafico is being rumoured around the 35, 40 million mark. That's a flipping bargain. You go to Ajax, it's like a market with good quality. You know, it's like £2 for £1, but you're actually getting two flipping amazing products for £1. That's what it feels like. And, you know, when you look at our link with Onana, that's a big attraction. Tagliafico, same thing. Ziyech, cheap fee. You know, it's really attractive, especially for Chelsea and the finances, considering the amount of money we've already spent. So, there's that has to be considered as well. Right now, Tagliafico would be the better option. But if Lampard is certain of being able to mould Chilwell into the player that he wants him to be, and if we're willing to pay, which I don't think we are, let's be realistic. If we need a goalkeeper, and we need a centre-back, and we need a left-back, we're not going to be buying Oblak for his release clause, Chilwell for 80 million, and, you know, Jimenez for his release clause as well of 100 million or whatever it is. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. So there has to be some consideration going into this. And that's why I feel Tagliafico could actually be the option. And if it was up to me, I would go with Tagliafico. But let me know who you would go with. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I've uploaded. Let's try and get this to 5,000 likes again. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. I'll see all of you really, really soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one, guys. Look after yourselves. Take care, and peace.